Hi friends, it's Christine here with Creating with Christine. I have got 3 boxes to unbox, so I think I might do it as a part 1, part 2, part 3, just so it's not too overwhelming. And if you lose interest partway through part 1 video, then you can forego the other ones unless your curiosity gets the best of you and then you want to carry on. But as I said, 3 boxes. I've cut this open ahead of time and pulled the stuff and fluff out on this one, but the next ones, I might not be that prepared. As you can see, I've got all kinds of markers in here. I actually forgot what I ordered. So I've got an abundance of markers here that I have been kind of just adding some of these markers as I go. So as I'm working through a paper collection and I see the colors that are going to be needed or wanted to coordinate with the paper collection, I'm adding to my stash. And so I didn't expect to love as much as I do with Stampin' Up. I feel like the transition with Close to My Heart to Stampin' Up has been a little bit challenging for me, but at this point I am full throttle, all in. And so with that comes my love, of course, of colors, and with feeling like I really need to work with some of the inks and stuff. Yes, there's lots of really good close comparables with Close to My Heart to Stampin' Up in terms of ink colors, but I am kind of fussy in terms of the perfection aspect of having colors match. And so, yes, I have succumbed to purchasing some of the inks. Well, when I say some of the inks, actually, I've succumbed to purchasing all of the inks, let's be honest. And I'm rationing myself with the markers as we go. So the colors, as I toss them aside, the colors that I focused on with this order was a couple pinks and reds that I kind of needed for another project that I was working on. But I also wanted the yellows, oranges, and a couple of those greens, because next on my list of things to work on is the Mediterranean Blooms collection. So with this collection, it's got oranges and lemons, and I'll just do a really quick pan through of all of that beautiful, bright, colorful gorgeousness. I don't think that's a word, gorgeousness is. Anyway, and then these mosaics in the blues, which again, just striking, really striking, and very reminiscent of my trips to Italy, and specifically some of the pictures I would have of being on the island of Capri. So I'm going to take a look in my albums and see what I haven't scrapbooked, which for sure will be quite a bit. But that was the reasoning behind why I picked those color groupings. And so as I added things to my cart in my website, I get notice that tells me that I've got rewards to spend. So the nice thing about shopping online on the website is that as you add things to your cart, and it does that tally, it will tell you you've earned a certain number of dollars in rewards, which you can redeem right away, which I love. I love that it's automatic, there's no membership required, and you can just add things to your cart, and as you earn your rewards, you can begin redeeming them, which I think is fabulous. So because I got all those blends, and with each color, there's a light and a dark, so I get 2 markers for the color. So as I've been getting the markers, I've also been investing in the storage. And this storage system has 5 trays, and there's 6 markers on each of the trays steps. And I can add either another set of markers for on top of this, or I can just purchase a separate little short tray as well. And maybe I'll do another video to show you kind of how I've got things stored at this point. But as I buy the markers, I've been investing in this. And the nice thing about that was that my rewards that I earned on this order, I was able to redeem this guy for free, as well as a little bit of change left over, I think, which came towards, went towards some of these dies that I purchased. But just so you can get into my head a little bit there, that was my reasoning, and it was nice to get that one for free. This is called Every Celebration die. And it is a complimentary die that works with the next 3 months of the subscription with Paper Pumpkin. So by subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, it's unlocked access to this die, which they've used in some artwork for some additional projects with the paper pumpkin. And so I wanted to grab that one before those kits came, so I'm ready to go. And then this one is the Stylish Shapes dies. And this one, I saw a fellow demo. I saw these dies in use and I thought, wow, okay, there's so many in here. I think there's 15 dies of these 3 shapes. And with this die design, you've got kind of an inner and an outer cut on these. And so I'll have to show you some artwork on what that looks like. If you're familiar with these kind of dies, you know that there's a cut edge here with the dots on the inside, and this will be solid. And then the outside is going to have this cut edge as well. So you can do some really cool stuff with that kind of a cut. And like I said, I'll have to do a little bit of a highlight video to show you what these guys do. Anyway, this was part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.